Hey everybody, NG5 here. I know it's a little hard to hear me. I got a little bit different microphone on right now. Uh, I only caught wind of this as of recently, and as the title suggests, it's really Mason Hagan. Really, I have never ever met someone or known someone as volatile, as mean-spirited, and potentially dangerous as a person like Mason Hagan. And apparently, it's got everyone up in an uproar in the Thomas and Friends community. And I don't blame them. Because this, and pardon the incoming language, but this asswipe decides to lie about his age. Apparently, he said, "Oh, I'm 21," when in truth he's 15, so he's a minor. And he's making all these claims about not getting the voice role. Like, that's the reason why he is being the way he is, being this really evil kind of person. Um, it's nuts. I can't understand why Mason thinks being a monster and wanting to apparently stalk, cyberbully, harass, like all because you didn't get a role. I can't understand why people think that way. For me personally, voice acting is just fun. It's a fun little hobby. I could do multiple accents right now, but I don't want to accidentally offend anybody. Um, oh, I just noticed the comments. Nick Infante 1992. Basically, Mason is going absolutely crazy. He's like stalking people apparently, because like they didn't offer him a role, and I'm thinking you're letting this almost like a hobby go to your head. Why? What are you accomplishing? Are you trying to? Is Mason trying to intimidate people to get what he wants? Is he being like a Veruca Salt, only more evil? I really don't know. I don't know what compels people like that to think that blackmailing, well, maybe not blackmailing, I'm not sure. I caught wind of this from people like Optimus Prime 2471, a few others. Heck, even KaneFan701 mentioned this in his most recent live stream that, man, Mason is like, he is like hell bent on oh there you are, Optimus Prime, how you doing? Yeah, even KFan701, he mentioned that in a few of his recent live streams. Um, but I believe he's mainly done like cyberbullying, stalking, harassing, just so he can get a role. That's not how it works. You know how it works, Mason? If you're watching this video, you have to ask politely if you want to do that, you know? If you want a role, you basically have to ask, like, oh, can I have insert role here? But you don't do that. Well, you do, but it's when you get rejected. And that's where it gets ugly. If he gets a role, well, he gets the role. That's good. Then he can put his character voice acting skills to good use and, voice the character. That's good. But apparently, when he gets rejected, it's like being rejected by a girl. And then he goes completely out of proportion. Um, I'm a little worried about some people I know, such as Liz Productions, Tweety 12, even Brandon, even people like Victor Tanzig, because he feels that again, being mean, ruthless, and whatnot, that's the way to get to a voice acting role. No, no, that's a way to be turned against by everyone, and probably my guess is Mason's being naive if he's watching this, and he's probably thinking, well, I'm not doing. Why would you say that? I don't act like that. It's oh hello Berkshire 1227. Yeah, apparently I'm not the first one to be talking about Mason. I know Mr. A the Hedgehog mentioned it on Twitter. Again, the whole apparently majority of the yeah, look at that. What Brandon just said. He nearly tricked Victor and Jonas, aka Tweetsy12, into doing voice roles. Keep in mind, I was in Soto Short spinoff, and I only did the voice because I said, hey, reached out to Victor and said, hey, I'm going to be doing a spinoff series. Yeah, Berkshire 1227. That's basically what Mason's like. Can I voice in your series? No. Why not? It goes like that. But what was I saying? Oh, with stories in Soto or Short, I was in that, and I had asked Victor, "Hey, I might be doing a spin-off series in the future. Can I make the announcement on your channel?" And the Soto or Short in question is called Spin-off. For the spin-off itself, I know many people have asked, "Where is it? Where's episode 1? Where's the next short?" Filming, job, school are the main problem. Um, it's still being worked on, like I'm doing scripts and everything, and the casting call is still open, but that's not the point. The point is Mason. Again, I sound like a broken record, but Mason constantly thinks right now that being completely like a bruiser is going to get his wishes. That's really not going to happen. And I only knew him briefly, but hearing about what he's doing now, it's like, no, I am not going to let him near stories in the States. So if anyone out there has a series that involves Thomas and Friends characters, take it from people like Brandon, like even Kane fan, and a few others that do these kinds of things. Do not let Mason voice in anything. Because if you give him that little role, no matter how insignificant, he's going to feel empowered. And another thing I did not like was he basically tried to capitalize on Mr. Merlin Fan O2's retirement. For those that don't know, Mr. Merlin Fan O2 voiced the villain Phil Bogaston in Thomas 1, Edward 2, Henry 3's really awesome season finale for that Engine Sodor thing. He played Phil Bogaston. I think he played a couple other characters, but I don't think he quit voice acting. I think he just went into retirement. But then some screenshots came up, and Mason's like, "Oh, he's gone. I can finally get those roles that I so rightfully deserve." No offense, Mason, you deserve jack shit the way you're acting. I mean, I really have very few words to say to him. But again, I am not letting him be in stories in the States, which is the series I'm trying to, get off the ground. But in light of what's been happening recently, um, it's bad. It really is. Let's see. Mason won't stop. He will he. I remember him bugging me for characters and redubs for Brand. Mr. is leaving Thomas fandom. Well, oh, and for real life reasons. Well, if real life comes a knocking, you have to answer. And I can totally respect Mr. Merlin Fan 02 for leaving the fandom. The drama, well, every fandom has drama. That's no joke. Every fandom is going to have some degree of drama. Whether it's a small amount, a big amount. And it's kind of unfair that the Thomas community has been like getting a lot more volatile. Like it's weird. I remember growing up, and obviously this was before like the internet was in full bloom. I really don't remember a whole lot of people being upset with the Thomas community. Um, Mainly, if anyone was a little upset, it was how like some of those Thomas and Friends episodes were filmed or how they came out. Like I can remember when Rusty and the Boulder came out, everyone was like, "Oh, come on, this is like a rip off of Indiana Jones or whatever." That boulder scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark or the Disneyland attraction if you've been there. But I didn't really see it that way. It was a really fun episode, especially when Michael Andrews was like, "Yoinks!" But again, that's beside the point. Um, Yeah, the Thomas community, I would say, has like two kind of camps. You got the camp that's like Mason, and then you got the other camp, kind kind of like me and a few others. They're just trying to keep things going the way they're going, in terms of a positive way. Um, Person has someone else to duly express trying to win. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look what Brandon just said. He, Mason is going to every length just to get a role. I mean, what can I say about that? I can't understand what compels someone to be that crazy or that hell bent on just getting a role that doesn't really pay anything. Now, in terms of the drama that Mason's causing, that's what it is. It's drama, but it's a lot more intense. That doesn't mean that it won't, wait, let me get my words together. It doesn't mean that it won't stop. At some point, this will stop. Whether it's Mason finally understanding that being a complete dipshit does not get you what you want, and you just he'll finally come to terms with that, or he will. It'd be better if everyone kind of just ignored him and blocked him. I mean, let's see. Oh, Trainsmania 20. I remember you. Hola, señor Trainsmania. Sorry, my Spanish came out. I'm sorry. I can't speak Spanish. Um, Mason simply can't do good acting. Goes on and on about it and simply fails. I've heard about that. He hasn't auditioned for my series, but apparently he has really bad voice acting. And it makes even begged me not to tell Shanika about his past when audition for a class. This guy's a leaker too. Like, really? Dude, this is why Mason. I'm going to say this, there's always going to be some kind of a villain or something in a fandom. I know that there's many fandoms out there, but Mason is definitely one of the ones that is giving the Thomas community a bad name. Um, and again, I can't understand what compels someone to do something like that. It doesn't make sense. Why you would think that screaming, kicking, and crying. You know what this is reminding me of? Uh, this is reminding me of another YouTuber that kind of does the same thing, but in a different. Hi, Shannon. This is reminding me of a YouTuber that's in a completely different genre. If anyone knows Nikocado Avocado, um, that's basically what Mason is. I mean, I don't know what Mason looks like physically. Um, but what I'm getting at is that the temper and the tantrums and all that stuff, it's a Nikocado Avocado because he blamed, apparently, I think I heard he blames other people for not giving him a chance, or that it's I don't know, but he has like Nikocado avocado equivalent tempers. Um, yeah, that's pretty much what he does. Um, I would let you join, but I wanted to bring in a couple of close friends, and I don't want to let the stream go too long. Um, Nothing against you. It's just I want to keep it kind of plain and simple. Um, Other than that, I have heard Mason's actual voice acting. I kind of take back one of my statements I said earlier. In terms of hearing Mason's voice acting, I think seen a couple of videos with his voice acting. I hope he doesn't have a girlfriend he treat her like, oh, that's a mega burn right there. And my hillbilly accent came out. I'm sorry. Uh, but anyway, let's see who wants to join. I will allow this person. Hello there.
Hey, how you doing, dude?
I am doing good, and you can call me DJ, which is my nickname.
Yeah.
Because yes. So, yeah, everyone's saying like Mason's pathetic. He has I said he has Nicotado avocado levels of temper tantrums. What's your beef with the guy?
What guy? Oh
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mason
him.
Hagan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been
personally,
talking for like 15. I've been talking 15 minutes. They're like, "Who are you talking about?" I'm like, "Bruh,
oh, oh, whoops,
it's
my
fine,
bad.
it's
But
fine."
anyways, I don't have an opinion on the guy, but I'd rather just stay away from him at all costs.
I mean, that's what I've been talking about. But let's see, what did Brandon say? Mason was Donald and Douglas in Six Lovely Tenders by Narrowgate, before he was replaced by Victor. Probably meant really bad acting.
Yeah, bad acting. He sounds almost like a Kermit with a fly stuck in his throat.
Three starting to beat 90. Wait, did I get his voice right?
Not exactly. You're missing the gruffness.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I've heard that, like, let's see, no, Mason Hagan may be a mean spirited guy, but he is not on the same playing field as Bosher. No. But I can
Yeah,
see it coming from Robert. I can see that. I mean, again, you have kind of a different level of anger. Mason's, I don't know, he'd be like a 5 where he's stalking people. Uh, all right, let's see. Crap, I can't remember how to post the link, the StreamYard link. Oh wait, never mind, I got it.
all right.
Like, I'm good with computers, but it's like, how do I copy paste? I forgot. Sorry about that. I was trying to join, but then I
It's all right.
accidentally
It's all right.
left. All right, someone wanted to join. Oh wait, no, it was you.
Yeah, waiting for
Uh,
the others to join eventually.
let's see. Oh wait, there we go. There's Comrade Optimus. Okay, I posted the link, so I don't want to keep the stream going too much longer, but I did want
Yeah,
people to maybe join and talk and whatnot about
yeah.
Mason. Okay, no new
Anyways, I'll be
person.
right back.
Okay,
Ah,
and
hello.
hello there.
Hello, DJ.
Yes. Hey, how you doing, Brandon? Let's see. I
I'm
saw
doing
someone
pretty
else
good.
wanted to. Holy cow! Oh, Ricardo wants to join. So does Henry. Oh, Shane. Okay. I mean, Ricardo,
Oh, Ricardo, hey.
and then
Hello.
Oh, Shannon, hey.
Hello.
okay, guys. So one little thing that Old Squirrel was just, can someone swear it? Well, I wouldn't go that far on the one other person. Oh, comrade.
Oh,
Hello?
Conrad, hey.
Comrade.
Hey, National
Hello,
Guard 5.
comrade.
I think it's my
You're
first time
talking
talking to
DJ.
you, so yeah.
I
About Mason
know, and a
Hagan?
lot of
Oh,
people.
yeah.
Yeah. Just as a little general rule I have when I do live streams, for the most part, I let people talk one at a time. And in this case, it's about Mason. So who wants to go first? And I'm not going to do that Abbott Costello joke.
Me. Basically, though, like, he basically been DMing me that, like, that Angeliago is being a man-child, when in this case, is not actually true.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's great.
Because, like, I I never even expect Mason to just go back to, like, his old ways. So,
Yeah,
like,
I've seen some of those screenshots and they're pretty ugly.
Also, I heard on Twitter that he even tried impersonating Angeliago, like, so that he can get a role through emails.
Like, give me 1 second. I need to get a swig of water.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, Conrad, to be honest, I saw that on Twitter. He impersonated as, well, not just Andrew Liago, but also as Trains for Days, Jonas.
Oh my god.
I mean, by that logic, he is trying very hard and failing miserably to get a fucking role.
You
Like,
know?
I mean,
hello.
I can hear that.
It was me.
Hey, Barda.
Well, can I say something about Mason?
Sure.
Well, that's the point of the live stream, but yes.
Okay, well, you know, I really got to admit it. To be honest, his voice acting is not even better, and I don't think it's all that good either. I mean, I give him the role to be Emily's old manager in my Planet movie, The Emerald Survival, and you
Mhm.
know, he didn't do it well. To be honest, he barely talks kindly.
Yeah, I think I've seen. I don't know that. Wait, that video is still out, isn't it? Or did you have someone redo it? I don't know.
Redo what?
The role of that manager.
Actually, they're going to give it to someone else.
Oh, okay. Old Square Wheel said, I heard Mason threw a tantrum at someone on their own birthday for That's a low blow. Really.
Dang it.
I bet anything he's watched like this live stream and maybe a couple others, like even Van 701, and it's like even on that, he and I can agree that Mason's just this is fucking ridiculous. He's
I
going
know.
bonk all cause of like a freaking Hector in private chat said he's a lost cause. No kidding.
Yeah,
And
I
yeah.
have to agree with you.
Oh, you agree. Okay. I mean I don't know if he has like I don't know if he still has a YouTube account or what, but
He used to, but it's gone now.
I don't know if he had any other like I actually will take back a little bit what I said about Nikocado Avocado. I mean, that guy I feel a little pity for because he's gotten, I really hope he gets some help with his weight. But the person I know that's like Mason Hagan levels of anger was a former YouTuber. He's still on Twitch. Was Wings of Redemption. Like Mason Hagan is literally he's not breaking a whole bunch of controllers and stuff, but he has that same level of anger like Wings of Redemption does,
Right.
Like, just to give you a little synopsis on Wings of Redemption, former YouTuber who did a lot of Call of Duty, but he would get like super triggered if anyone made fun of him or best him in a video game. It was ridiculous. And Mason Hagen's like the voice acting equivalent. Like he goes nuclear when no one gives him a role. Like, and I think I saw that screenshot. Who wants in? I'll bring in CJ.
Hey
What's up, CJ?
guys.
Hello, CJ.
Hey Brandon. Hey Ricardo.
Yup.
So what I was getting at is like Mason Hagen's anger. It's like Wings of Redemption levels of angry because he'll like go nuclear basically. And just as a general heads up to anyone else who wants to watch or join,
And,
this is the maximum.
And another thing, like Mason needs to know that voice acting is not a competition.
Mm-mm.
Period.
I mean, there are people out there like Rob Paulson and like Mel Blanc even. I know he died back in 1989. But those guys are pros. Those guys can do top-notch voice acting. Not saying that any of us here are, like bad. I'm just saying that we do it for fun. And that's what I see. I can do I've been able to get down all kinds of fun accents. But like I said earlier, I don't want to accidentally go into one and be like, oh, he's making fun of me. I'm sorry. But yeah, like Old Square Wheels, for some of us, this is a hobby for us. And for Mason to turn this like into a life or death situation, what the actual
Nothing's on the line. Regardless, because here's the thing, I've auditioned a few times for some, like for example, I auditioned for Wild Western 2016 as Donald and Douglas. Yes, I mean it was disappointing that I didn't get the role, but I didn't have a fit over it. I kept trying and trying, and now I'm a part of Fantastic Mr. S and RJ Bansma's Andrew Adventures, ironically as Donald Douglas. So good came out of it. So
yeah, and old Square Wheels. I guess you've seen a couple of those shorts. I'm gonna be upfront. When I voice James, there's a few characters I kind of pull from. Particularly, and this is new, and I know some people are gonna be like, Legaspi, really? Well, I pulled a little bit from Angel Dust from Has-Been Hotel. I pulled from like Michael Corleone from The Godfather. Hell, I even pulled from Frank Sheeran in The Irishman. Those are where I get that New Yorker kind of accent for James.
For me, though, like I would usually try to pull out a combination of Eddie Glenn and Joseph May for Thomas.
Nice.
I'll try
Oh, go ahead.
I would try and pull up my George Carlin for Donald Douglas.
Yeah, him doing, I will admit, George Carlin doing Donald Douglas was awesome.
Oh yes.
But,
What about
Speaking of which,
it's a little hard to hear you. No offense, Shannon. But apparently, 734 Productions was here a little bit ago. I don't know if anyone saw, but he made the similarity of like Kermit the Frog, but with a fly in his throat whenever he would speak.
Kermit.
Oh
Really?
yeah. Yes, I've actually. Some people have compared Mason to Kermit the Frog with his voice acting, and oh yes, I did see that was 736 Berkshire, or should I say Blake? Yeah, he's a
But again, the whole bottom line of me of this live stream for me was, if you ask nicely, and on very rare occasions, if you're a little passive aggressive about it, you can get that role. Like I remember once being a little passive aggressive of like trying to voice a character, and I was like, even then the person told me, "Sorry, we can't handle it." Like, no, that's fine. If you want, I can try someone else.
And another thing, though, like
Old
Mason
Square
Hagan-
Wheels.
Sorry, but
Old
like,
Square.
oh my.
Shutting up.
Okay, who was gonna talk?
Mason's like anger is like the equivalent of someone I knew. Like I'm sorry to say this, but that someone is Bosher Studios 254.
Yeah, I mean that guy. I think though Bosher, I think he might have gotten the hint that what he was saying and what he was doing was very, very unprofessional and very just, something you should not say like that. I mean, I don't know. I think he spouted the N-word once, but I can't remember.
In total, I think he said the N-word 4 or 5 times.
Who did?
I mean,
Bosher.
and then his most. I mean, and I feel a little bad for him. I mean, when you're angry, I will say this, and
Are you
no,
serious?
I'm not.
Hold the phone. Are you seriously following me, Train Boy 11?
It's Train Boy.
yes,
Don't
he's
do
a
it.
subscriber of mine.
Wait, I have to do this mean. Stop it. Get some help.
Oh god.
I'm sorry to mean with it.
Old Square Wheels Production said Mason has committed identity theft.
I was about ready to say he also said Mason the Frog.
Mason the Frog.
I think
those-
Mason should stop and
Train
get
Boy,
some
I'm
help.
sorry. Yeah, I mean, I'm in one of those good moods. So who else wants to be here? Oh, Blake's back, but sorry, Blake. There's already 6 people. But what I was gonna say was, I felt a little bad for not only Bosher, but for his most infamous video, where he's like screaming like a little kid, and then he turns around, and he's like, "Shut up, mom! Shut the beep up!" He did that. I'm like, dude, I understand that you're mad, but you don't have to lash it out on others.
Yeah,
and that makes me
another
a bit worried about.
And another thing about him, Bosher's that he's also a pedophile. Like he admitted that he stalked a little girl on Roblox back in 2014.
Oh, for God's sake!
That's crazy. But
Dang.
you know, in terms of like Mason, I know some people like some of my people I know are gonna be like, well, I don't know how I don't know how to word it, but it's basically just like I don't know if some people are gonna be like tread lightly or whatever, but you know, sometimes you have to put someone like Mason out there because you know then you can. I don't know if confronting would be the right word, but if you're trying to at least help him understand what he's doing is wrong, that's a step in the right direction. But if he keeps ignoring advice, ignoring help, then it's like we tried and you're just not listening.
Old Square Wheels does have a point. Never lash your anger out on your mother. She carried you for 9 months.
Exactly.
Mason gets triggered too easily.
Yeah, and I mean, actually, yes, I agree with what Old Square Wheel said. Matt, like we could banish Mason to the Shadow Realm.
They'd be like,
That
no.
sounds cool. But again, I did say that I felt that Mason would get a little naive. He'd probably think that what he's doing is, I wouldn't even use the word appropriate because that's just like, no. But bottom line is like, why would you want to use like intimidation and brute force and stalking, as Game Fan 701 said?
Consequential punishments.
I mean, it's only going to make things worse. And I don't know if Mason's just oblivious to it or if, like, he thinks it's working, but, you know, people like us realize it's not. It just doesn't make sense to me.
That's what Mason Hagan is going to get if he doesn't stop being angry. He's going to get consequences and a punishment.
I bet he is. Like I think if he continues on the path he is going to get in more trouble than what he thinks he's going to be in.
I mean, eventually it's going to catch up to him. He's probably thinking that he's immune or something like that. But Mason,
Then Hoppers will take him away and put him in jail.
Well, remember, I think, I can't remember who said it, but Mason, Kane Fan, he mentioned that Mason lied about his age. So that's another kind of stupid move.
I believe he's around my age or something like that. I don't know. It's just like, factual.
Again, the whole thing about Mason is pretty much everyone's talking about. Well, some people are, like myself. But again, the thing that I remember is Mr. Merlin Fan 02, who was awesome as Phil Bogaston. He quit the fandom, and I think he left basically because, as Brandon said, he had some ongoing real issues, and I can understand that. But for Mason to go around and be like, the scheming, stereotypical cartoon villain, be like, haha, my arch rival is gone, I can now get him, or whatever. Let's see, Blaster. Oh, I remember him. He's like, can you guys?
Oh, yes. Yes, hey there,
well,
Blaster.
Yeah, I remember Blaster. Let's see what he said. Hold on. I don't want anyone jumping. Can you guys know you're seriously venting on the ground? 21 negative. Then that let the guy. Well, in a way, Blaster, it's an agree to disagree. On one hand, to vent, it's okay. I'm basically voicing my opinion, and I respect everyone's opinion. And I will agree, letting Karma do his job is a good thing. But how do I word it? It's kind of good to make him understand that what he's doing isn't it's not the best course of action. And if it means being a little bit angry and using a little bit of bad language, but not like blasting him out of the water like in Battleship or something, then to me it's like all of us are upset, because Mason isn't learning or anything like that, Blaster. So
Not
I guess
listening.
in a way with some of these like live streams about Mason, just if anyone else watches or anything, take the venting with a little grain of salt, because when you're a little upset, you do tend to get a little emotional, and that can cloud your judgment. But what I'm getting at, and I've been saying this throughout the live stream is, if you ask nicely, politely, and in a courteous way, like I would say, old square with you, snake my mouth. But if you ask nicely in a positive way, you're more liable to get it. And if you get turned down, it's like, do you have any other voices? And if they say, no, we're all full up, it's like, okay, if you have a new character in the later down the road, I might put my 2 cents. And if you still don't get it, it's like, all right, I'll try somewhere else. Let's see, what did Blast say? I just know that every channel that vents about people end up getting more negative attention than positive reinforcement. I don't feel. Well, again, it's a matter of let's see, what did you say? I know that every channel that vents about people end up getting more negative attention than positive reinforcement. I don't
Old
care.
Square Wheels, you do have a point. And Mason would never ask nicely, and he wouldn't take advice.
Yeah, so Blaster, I'm not saying you're wrong. I am understanding of what you're saying. But, people on Twitter have taken to this matter. People on YouTube have taken this matter, and probably other social media platforms. But, aside from me cussing a little bit from time to time, I basically remained calm throughout all this. And I'm not kicking and screaming, like screaming like Senor Pello. But you gotta get my point. Some things do need to be brought into the light, and Mason being like a manipulative bully, to put it in like the most, I guess, in a PG way or whatever. I wouldn't say like everybody needs to do it, but some people. Just want to say to you, I mean, yeah, I do. I will. It's not a habit to like for like. I'm tired. I'm sorry. My brain is just like.
It's
yeah.
all right. It's all right.
But I'm not saying Blast again. I'm not saying Blaster's wrong, but if it's something like this, where one person is causing a community in a frenzy, if you make one video about the guy, that's fine, like I'm doing. To be fair, and I'm not, saying he's wrong in doing so, but K-Fan making multiple videos is a bit much. Stick with one video and you're fine.
Exactly. I mean, like for example, last year I did one video on Conrail 76 after an episode I did, and after that, no further issues. I mean,
and I noticed that Robert John's in the backstage, but Robert, I'm sorry, I'm full up right now. But I talked to Conrail actually about that, and we talked a little bit about that. It was that Android the Express or whatever, Brandon.
oh yeah, the coaches.
Yeah. Also, like, I gotta be going so I can make space for more people. So yeah, see you guys.
All right, see you, comrade.
Bye.
So yeah,
But like in terms of the of that video that he did, it was kind of like a Cinema Sins nostalgia critic kind of take on it. It was one of those like brutal comedy kind of things.
And I honestly, I tried not to laugh, but it was honest. It was perfectly honest. And after that, I wasn't upset with Conrad in the video I did. I wasn't upset. Was talking like this, being calm and like, you're right. And I had to clarify on some points that he made. And like, I mean, while yes, my OC is a reskin of the 2006 SI3D Thomas with my face back, I will say though, it's. I mean, I wouldn't say it's generic because it's just every OC in the Thomas fandom is pretty unique. I mean, look at Richard, for example. He's unique.
Yes.
Hello, Robert.
Robert Johnson, hey.
Well,
So what's up?
good.
Oh,
All I
man.
can say is that the whole Thomas fandom is at war with Mason Hagan.
Oh, I know. Or we know, I should say.
Right,
I'm
but
not-
again, there's people like me that just want to make it, address the point. I'm not like saying I don't want to be like that guy that's, as Blaster put it, attacking people. I mean, as Old Square Wheel said, I'm genuinely a really friendly person. When situations like this come up, it does need a bit of addressing, but not like not where you're kicking, screaming, wearing like a safer kind of levels. But yeah, Twitter, YouTube, it's blowing up, and it's great.
No, Mason is doing to reschedule level.
Wait, who?
Mason is doing to push his level.
Oh, you're saying in terms of his anger. Yeah, that does kind of make sense. It's just, I'm gonna end the stream here in a minute. No offense to you guys here, but
Done
the bottom
taking
line is, bottom line is like, if you want to get a role, just ask nicely. Don't go AWOL, and start being, crazy. But
What?
I wanted to make this live
Size White,
stream and
stop! Hey, Size White, don't do that.
oh,
Size White on the comments. And we just want to
Let's see.
die. He said we just
boy 654S2. I believe. Well, I wouldn't go that far, dude. The best thing to do if the Savage Boy 654, if you're listening still, best thing to do with Mason is just ignore him and just block him. That's the best thing to do. Don't let him voice in anything, because like I mentioned a little bit ago, if you give him one role, he's gonna think, oh my gosh, I've got power, and it's gonna get bad. So I'm helping address the issue.
Right.
It's hard to believe one guy is causing this much of an uproar. It's crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna end the stream, guys. If any of you on your own channel wanted to talk about him in a calm manner, go ahead. But
Oh, by the way, DJ, was it?
mhm.
Never mind.
we should have said
okay.
a blog on the fandom in the Thomas community.
But yeah, I'm gonna end the live stream. I'm NG5, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream and/or video.
We should have sent a blog
Will
in the
do.
Thomas community that warned
All
everyone.
right. Bye bye.
Yeah. Hopefully this issue will get resolved. See you guys later.